I mean,
Don't
it
no.
wasn't my fault.
Don't
Like,
just
you
take
gotta
it. Just take it, dog. Just take it.
say,
Just take it. Just take it.
pause, man. God dang. If anybody just joined on that part, jeez. Uh, all right. So let's see. Let me make sure that we're live everywhere. This might feedback for 2 seconds, but I'm just gonna check. So bear with me for just a moment. Okay. Black is oh, there we go. Black is auditioning for another band or something. You just keep saying
That is just
Christopher.
what up,
Hey
Chris?
everybody.
What's going on? Hey everybody. My man, there he is. Sorry for apologize to everybody for not having Chris on the flyer because I didn't realize that he wasn't on the text blast that I sent out to everybody, and then I just thought you just couldn't do it, so I didn't put you on there. And then when I was like, "Hold up, he's not on there." But anyway, it took me 17,000 hours to fit all them little pictures together. Anyway, so it would have taken me another 20 hours to fit you in there. But I'm glad you're here. Let's and I know
I got
you gotta let's see. Here we go. There he
Oh,
is, Christian himself.
hey.
What's
what up,
up,
guy?
bro?
That's dope.
You know you can change your name, rapper, on the joint, so because it says Chug Kitty right now.
Good.
But that's all
Yeah,
right. That could just be your
that
new
joint
name.
say my joint say Christopher.
That's my daughter.
Christopher.
That's my daughter nickname. That's my email
I know.
address.
Hey, hey, that's all right. Just leave it up. It's good. It's good. It's all family. We're all good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and get started. I mean, this doesn't have to be like a formal interview or nothing. We just rapping. Everybody talking about how they enjoyed it and stuff. So, like, what did like? I just want to know from everybody, like, other than being out of town, obviously, what was different about this show than just a regular weekly joint?
Well, I
Anybody
just
can
like
go.
to see different cultures appreciate our music. I wanted to see how they really was going to react to it. Well, let me be honest though. I, I just think if given the right opportunity, the world will appreciate and love our music. Because I don't really think there's no other form of music that got more energy than go-go. We built
You're
for it, man. We do this 365 a year. We don't get no breaks. Two band practice, playing 3-4 nights a week. It's like this go-go music, something different. You know what I'm saying? And I believe the world need to hear it, man. It made me feel good to see them to really accept it like that. It wasn't a dull moment from none of the acts, none of the band members, nobody. Everybody partied from beginning to end, and we partied peacefully, peacefully.
right,
So I had a
right.
great time, man.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad everybody was be able to be a part of it. Yeah. Did you? Speaking of other cultures, did anybody see them two old Asian ladies in the back? That was the highlight of the day for me. I
That
was
was
like,
dope.
there literally is like some 67-year-old Asian ladies in the back of this back of the joint party in the go-go. That shit was the best.
Oh yeah,
That
she
shit
was
was
getting
dope.
busy back there back
I
there where
seen
the t-shirt stand was at.
Yeah, yeah. Now it was two of them. It was two of them. They were getting it in. That shit was crazy. All right, that's what's up. Anybody else?
For
What you
me,
think, Chris?
I just think it was a dope experience just to be like with some of the people that I grew up, looking up to, like Rapper, Black Boo, Scooby, G, Wincy, and then like just to be up there. I ain't gonna lie, it was a surreal moment for me because I was thinking in my mind like, dang, I'm with some of the elite. I'm with the elites and go-go. Like I'm sitting at the
Right.
table with the elites and go-go. So and then to represent for like Bounce Beat for me, it was like phenomenal because I feel like we had to be there and like I was
Yep.
there to represent Bounce Beat.
Oh shit, we
You know what I'm
lost Rapper
saying?
already. Damn, he was here. I
he be
promise he
back.
was here.
He be back.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was just a dope experience because like I play out of town a lot of times, but I never
Mhm.
play out of town. And then I also thought that it was so dope that it wasn't just about one go-go band. It was about the unity. It was about us being together, like to show people who we are. Because like
Right.
it was just something good to see because like you don't get that home. You don't even get that at home. Like you got the best of everything. And then we show homage and pay homage to everybody, most of the bands that wasn't there, and we either hit their song or it was just I just think it was a whole collective win for Go-Go to me.
Right.
Down in my heart, I feel like that. It was a collective win for Go-Go.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, Desai, go ahead. What you got? No,
I was
go
just
ahead.
gonna say I really liked being in a different environment and performing in a different environment because a lot of times, I feel like with DC sometimes we just get like comfortable, where we are, especially hangars. We already know, we can go in hangars and have a blast, you know what I'm saying? We can go in throw social and have a good time. We can go to Aqua and Bliss, like these known DC locations, and we know for a fact that we're going to turn up and turn out. But I liked how the professionalism of it all, I will say. I just like, the grand stage with the background, and it has some structure to it, which Go-Go doesn't really have a lot of. Sometimes, most of the time, we're just freestyling, having a good time. But I think the structure, show set, guidelines, everything, I think that was amazing to see. And then also, like Chris said, the unity, just us coming together, being on stage with literally legends, people who I've literally grew up listening to. You know what I'm saying? It was a very surreal moment for me. I also liked in Texas around a bunch of different artists, because I wasn't really able to explore as much as I would have wanted to. But at one point, I did go into like this corner store just to get something to drink right quick, just for my throat. And so I went and got some juice, and I overheard this girl talking, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm from New Jersey. I'm a rapper, this and the third." So I'm like, "Overall, I'm from DC. I sing." And we chopped it up, exchanged information. And I think that if I would have had the opportunity to go out and explore more, I feel like that network would have been amazing. And I do know that some people were able to network. For me, I just didn't have a chance to because I had to do my hair, and it was just a lot of stuff going on for me. But I had a great time. It was super fun, and I can't wait to do it again next year.
Awesome. Alfred?
So for me, because like Mambo Sauce has experienced performing out of town in front of people who haven't necessarily heard Go-Go before, and this is their first time. So the reaction to it, I kind of expected. I think for me, it was more so off of the stage that I enjoyed the most. I haven't been able to be around all of these legends, and when I say legends, I'm not just talking about the Big G's and the Wincies. I'm talking about, the Jatas and the Chris's. The rappers, like everybody that was there were legends in Go-Go, and for me to spend that time with them, I've never done that before. And so it was amazing to me, and then also to see how they really enjoyed the moment with everyone else. It wasn't just me that was excited, like, oh shit, I'm up here with it. Everybody else was, excited to be a part of it as well. So yeah, it was more so the camaraderie for me. I already know what Go-Go can do. I've seen Go-Go in everywhere, in Oregon, and I mean, you can whatever states. I've seen Go-Go tear it up. Go-Go is the most energetic form of music out here. If went once and not if, but once Go-Go gets his foot in the door, it's over for the rest of the nation. I know that
Right.
for
Rest of the world.
the rest of the world. So just to see, how everybody just interacted with each other, I just enjoyed it, man. It was a dope experience. Yeah. Oh, we got
So,
Chug Kitty. Chug Kitty came back. We got Chug
yeah,
Kitty.
Chug Kitty came back, and we got the man himself, Frank Sirius, joined us. How you doing, sir?
What up?
I was just going around asking everybody, like, other than being out of town, like, what was different about this show, or what did you enjoy about this show, versus just a regular. I don't know why it's still showing me big. I was trying to do it so whoever was talking would be But I guess it's not like Zoom. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was just seeing the different people from all over, the country, the world, enjoying us like we was back at home. You know what I mean? So I know for real, it was probably only about 20, 30 people from back home in there. And the rest of everybody else was just party goers that was walking up the street and heard something dope. You know what I'm saying? And came in and ended up staying. So it was a good experience, man. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Did any of you? This is for anybody. Did any of you think like you performed differently than what you would at home, or you just did the same as you would?
Same for me.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Go-Go, we got that feeling, man. Like I think Go-Go, we got that feeling that I think when we get up there, we already know. Like it's like a feeling. It's like a feeling.
Right.
I can't describe it there, but everybody on this panel thing know what I'm talking about. It's that feeling. It's just the feeling.
Yeah.
Like it ain't no different. It's that feeling. Like when we get up there, it's a feeling like no other. So I don't know, man. I don't think we performed no different. I just think we brought it. Like we never brought it like that before. We never ever did nothing like Jata said earlier. We never did nothing that was like a structured. It was like structured lineup. It was like structured everything, itinerary. You know what I'm saying? Normally, Go-Go, we get up there and go with the flow. So I don't know.
Right.
I can speak for myself. I don't think we did nothing. I think we just went in. We did what we normally do. Give them the crank.
I think the first set was a little instructional. You know what I mean? It was more so like like I had to guide them to where we were. You know what I mean?
There's no better teacher than you, bro.
Hey, man,
but you ran that thing. Hey, Scoob, you ran that thing, Scoob. You ran it, Scoob.
Hey, honestly, you know what? I learned all my shit from. I'm sorry. You know, I learned everything from Buzz. Rap. Like,
won't be married.
Won't be married.
What?
Hey,
No,
Robert,
I appreciate you, man.
A lot of people don't know that side of me, man. You know what I mean? When I get sauced up. But
man, hey, look, and that's another great thing about it, man. Getting to see the other side of some of our, our Go-Go family. We don't never really get to chop it up and bust it up too much because we all got families and jobs outside of this job. So when we came together like that, I had some pretty good conversations with my Go-Go family, man. Just to sit around but Scooby was my highlight. Hey, Chris.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
What you do?
Right. I ain't gonna lie, definitely right. I definitely got to see like all my Go-Go brethren in another light, because we always be serious when we come to
I swear, I wish it was a hidden camera in that van, man. Scooby gave us the runaround for that motherfucking nasty ass chicken sandwich, man.
Hey, I was in the back sick. I heard y'all talking.
Hey, Scooby bought everybody chicken sandwiches.
Listen, I had to feed that alcohol, man.
Yeah,
Whataburger was the only thing open, man.
I heard y'all went in there and you made them.
Shout out to JR, man. Shout out to JR.
Hey, Black Boo, man. We made like 90 wrong turns, man, for that chicken sandwich, man.
Hey, I needed that job though. I had
a nice time, man.
For me, man.
A lot of us always.
Hey, come on, Malachai, line it up, man. We try to go state to state, man. Make it happen.
All right, y'all got to work with me on them prices a little bit next time.
We all right.
State to nowhere.
Hey, we all right.
Shout out to the
GoFundMe.
Shout out to the 18, man. The Stomp Dogg, man.
Let's do a GoFundMe.
That's Crank Caviar, Chris. It's same.
Oh yeah, I'm already doing on now. I'm keeping this on tonight, baby.
Okay, there we go.
Shout out to Crank Caviar. No doubt.
Yeah, they held it down, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I've said it in other things, but I appreciate everybody, but literally I could not have done this without Stomp, man. He really stepped up, like taking care of the flights and the hotels and everything. Like I just was so overwhelmed. Like y'all don't even understand, man. Doing that shit without it was like 8 billion contracts and forms and portals and all type of shit. But that's all right, because I know for next year, like what's important and what's not. Because some shit they made it seem like it was like life or death, and then they were like, yeah, whatever, it's fine, you know. So next year I know for sure. So yeah, we definitely. But that's my whole goal though, rapper, is to get this shit outside of the little circle that we're in. You know what I mean? Because you see,
Yeah, they're gonna love
like,
it, man. They're gonna love it.
yeah,
They're gonna love it.
you see what happens when we put what we do in front of people that don't look, for people that look like me or like the old Asian ladies or whatever. Oh, we lost your tie. But yeah, man, that shit was fucking magical, bro. Like that, just from being in the audience, like that shit was amazing, y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all
you out there.
killed
I
it.
thought
I
you
was
was about
gonna
to
ask
cry
you,
on time.
what was your thoughts? Like, what was your expectations, and did it exceed it? Like, what was
So I mean, so you know me, I'm like the most critical fucking person in America, and it was flawless. Like it was amazing. Like it was, and then when everybody got up on stage at the end, yeah, I
That was
was like
organic.
almost shed a tear, bro.
That
Like
was
I was,
organic. That was
yeah,
organic.
yeah.
That was
Well, no,
organic
let me
moment right there.
rephrase that. I didn't almost shed a tear. I think I did shed it. I almost like broke down in the middle of that club crying. Like, that shit was fucking beautiful, bro. Like I can't even tell you, man. That was great. The only thing that I wish would be a little bit better is just that there was more people there. But having said that, I want y'all to know that we were performing a few venues down from the girl that's got the #2 song in America and the #4 song in the world. So it was still good. And my agent, the girl, some of y'all might have met her, Jenna. She works for me. She walked up and down the strip, and she said we had the livest party on the strip right there. So even though it wasn't like my expectation, I shouldn't say my expectation. My wish was that there would be a line around the block, and we didn't get that. But that's all right. They want to do it next year, so that's my expectation. And
I'll say this though: if we took all 3 sets, you know what I'm saying, and we consolidated the crowd, that joint would have been incredibly packed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because
Absolutely.
The breaks, people,
we know that.
Their attention don't break.
Yeah, for sure. That was definitely a lesson that I learned, that we can't take go-go breaks at a festival where it's 20,000 things going on right down the street.
Gotta keep
so
going.
that was a mistake that we'll figure out a way to get around next time. You know what I'm saying? So we don't lose any of the crowd. But yeah, as far as performance, man, all of y'all, just thank you, man. Y'all just killed it, man. That shit was so amazing, dude. So yeah, but what? So does anybody else, other than the breaks, anybody else have anything that they would have liked to see done better or differently, or?
The only thing I feel like next time when we do the Crank Caviar, we have like 2 different sets and it's different, multiple people on different sets. I feel like if we can get like at least 1 or 2 rehearsals in and have like the show, like the production. Let's not think about show. Let's think about the production part of it. If we think about the production part of it, I feel like we can because we did it like on the fly. So just think if we'd have had like multiple practices to really do it and practice it.
There was a rehearsal. I'm just not sure if you were there now, but there was a rehearsal. Oh, okay, all right. So you want another rehearsal? I got you.
Yeah, I just like I'm saying with everybody there. Like I guess with everybody,
right.
Everybody got different schedules, so I guess I'm saying like it's convenient for everybody to be there because it would have been way.
Hey, Malachai, is it is this like a set and lock team, or you add is more people can be added? Because just me being a fan, and it's no slight to nobody else, but I would love to see Funk, Sugar Bear, and Bugs, man.
Yep. So my thing so the answer is no. It's not a set and lock team. Like the whole vibe behind Crank Caviar is that it's different people every time. So I don't know if you've seen any of the videos I've been putting out, but it's a whole different band almost every time. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that it's not going to be the same, some of the same people over and over again. But yeah. So my only thing with, everybody you just said is who I would want. My only thing is, I'm sure y'all noticed, like the majority of the crowd at South by Southwest is younger. So that's the thing I'm trying to balance is so I got to figure that out because we have to honor them too. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to figure out a way where we can do it where it's just not like an old school joint all night long, because I don't know if the younger people will stick around for that. But maybe they will. I could be totally wrong. I don't know. But yeah, But yes, is the answer to your question. Like there can be more people added and swapped out,
Okay.
and you know what I mean? Because I want to give everybody a chance. Like, of course, there's a lot of people that couldn't be included this year. You know what I'm saying? I just mostly reached out to the people that I had the closest relationships with. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a slight to anybody that didn't come or anything like that, because I definitely want to get everybody involved in it in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So yes is the answer to your question for sure.
Right.
And I definitely want to piggyback off of Chris, because like you said, we did have one rehearsal that was set. But even I'll just only speak for myself. Even when I was at practice, I didn't nail miracles. So I literally was just like doing miracles by myself, like from the time I left practice up until even like an hour or like 20 minutes before the show even started. So I was just practicing and trying to make sure that I nailed it, because I know I wasn't comfortable with it, because I only ran it once with the band. And in practice, I didn't stick it like how I would have wanted to. And so I think just being able to have those rehearsals, just so we can be a little bit comfortable, and that way it can be like very fluid. Because again, like, and it's not negative. It's not a negative thing that we went on the fly, because that's just what go-go is. We always improvise. We always, quick on our feet. You know what I'm saying? And we always think out of the box in a very split second. But I think for something like a South by Southwest, where there is a Pink Panthers down the street, you know what I'm saying? Who has a solidified fan base, or whatever. Just making sure that we're on point, so that way, when it's time for the opportunity, when the opportunity presents itself, we capture the moment and we take off with it.
So
Yeah,
so
no, absolutely.
let me say something before you say something, Malachi, because I want to give you your flowers, right? So I was talking to Chris, and I think Jatar was in the conversation too, but when they was talking about production, and I was like, listen, Malachi would be so excited to hear you say this, because this is the whole purpose. Like, he was talking about that we were talking about not sound checking in front of people and
Not
just
doing the regular go-go shit. The go-go.
boom, bam, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, if Malachi heard you saying this, dog, I said, Malachi be so happy right now, because y'all, like, to bring y'all out there and for y'all to see the vision without him even explaining it to you is like the dopest shit ever. Like, I'm sure he's excited about it, and I'm more excited because it don't have to be no convincing. Like, y'all, like, look, we need to put a show together. This needs to be a production. This don't need to be just a regular go-go joint. This need to be a production. So now that y'all see it, y'all see the vision. You know what I'm saying? The next go round, it ain't going to have to be no convincing on, how many rehearsals is needed, or, what we need to do in rehearsal or whatever, because y'all see the vision. You know what I'm saying? Without him, trust me, I've been years with this man, and he's just trying to just drill that shit in your head day in and day out and day in and day out. And it was it was frustrating. And so for y'all to see it without him having to do that, yeah, y'all, that's a dope thing. That's a testament to you, Malachi, and what you and what you doing, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. I mean, like, yeah, I've told probably like 20 people since it happened. I was like, it was amazing. Like, I didn't have to like convince anybody to do anything. Everybody was on time. Everybody had their shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have to. There was like no drama, no nothing. It was just. I was like, man, this is the best thing I've ever been involved in when it comes to go-go ever. You know what I'm saying? And I've been involved in some pretty big shit in go-go, and this was it. Y'all fucking killed it, man. Kudos to everybody. G said he's having some trouble with the internet or something like that, so he said he should be on in a minute. But so I'll repeat it for him. But while everybody else is on here, man, thank y'all so much, man. This shit was fucking
Hey, Malachi.
Yes, sir.
Question.
Yeah.
From going back 95 years ago when you had this vision, was you frustrated a little bit that you finally made it happy? I mean, I know you happy about it, but I remember conversations. I was always quiet back then. You've been on this type of shit.
Yep. For a long time. Was
it frustrating before you finally got to this point? Because you've been trying, I want to say, mid-2000s and shit?
Oh, before that, like even before I started playing with Northeast, I was like, this would be how my first band from Annapolis, that I played in. Like it would be, I would be like, well, why are we playing everybody else's music? Why aren't we professional with it? Why, like, yeah, I've been on this shit for a long, long, long time. But
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
ever since I seen you from day one, you've been thinking past go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, cause why not? Like everybody should see, like, why not? This is the most powerful music that you can put on a stage.
Yeah.
But we just in our own way. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in our own way. Like we have nobody to blame for the fact that it's not further along than us. Like we do it because just like Jatal was saying earlier, we get complacent, we get used, we get like addicted to that little bit of money. And then we like, once people realize that, oh, if I really want that big money to get on those big stages, then I gotta step down to make no money for a little bit. And people aren't willing to do that. And I understand people got families and kids to raise and shit to do. I get it. But the reality of the situation is if we want to take this to the Coachellas and the fucking Lollapaloozas of the world and shit like that, then we got to look at it from a different angle. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think this fixed all of those problems, but it was sure a hell of a step in the right direction.
Hey, Malachai,
Yeah.
not saying to name no names, but you went through business problems as far as money with a couple people.
Well,
you ain't got to answer this.
yeah,
It's simple with me, right?
Yeah, no,
Just
I
like
wouldn't
up
say.
here when you playing go-go, sometimes you gotta give it away for free. Sometimes you gotta just give back to the people. You'll get the money, you'll get the bag in the long haul. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta show a motherfucker what you working with, make them buy into it, and you get the money in the long haul. That's
So that
simple.
means the next
It's real
time I
simple.
call, rapper is gonna be doing it for free. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. It's it's not that I really had any problems. It's just that like because of the way the business model of GoGo is structured, it provides cash every week. You know what I'm saying, or every 2 weeks or whatever, and that's really hard to. It's like a drug almost. You get addicted to it, and in order to like take steps beyond that, you gotta like. This is the thing that I try to get people to understand. People think that you just set a price for your band, and it's based upon how many people you have in your band or how famous a certain person is. It's not. Especially if you go outside of the go-go circuit, your price is based upon how many tickets you can sell. And if I said right now I'm going to take this whole outfit to Cleveland, how many tickets can we sell? Nobody knows because nobody knows where the fuck we are in Cleveland. You see what I'm saying? So the problem is that a band, and this has been since before any of us were playing go-go on this whole. Well, maybe not Scooby. He's kind of old as shit, but before any of us, like
I'm the third youngest person on here, by the way. So
I know, but you got more gray in your beard than I do. So
you don't need to start talking about age, y'all. We don't need to bring that up.
But the thing is like if your price is based upon the amount of tickets that you can sell, when you try to go to another city, you can't sell any tickets there yet because you didn't build up a fan base. So if I'm a go-go musician or a manager, I'm looking at that and saying, okay, do I want to go to Cleveland and play for a door deal or play for free? Or do I want to keep my band here because my keyboard player's been bitching at me about his child support and, you know what I'm saying, like the bass player needs to get his truck fixed or something, and they want to play on Friday at Aqua because they need the money. It becomes a difficult situation to navigate. So so it's not like I've had any problems with money per se. But I've definitely had to, as Black can attest to, definitely had to convince people that was the correct methodology to take, and he can probably give you an answer on whether that was the case or not.
What was the case?
Whether when you go outside of this city, do you make more or less money, and is it worth it to do it for less money?
So it's worth to do it for less money. Did you build up market, like you said? But you can hit them. You can hit them every 3 months or whatever. You can come back. But the one thing that you capitalize on also is merch. Like you can go there and you can sell out in merchandise. Merchandise is easily another $3,000 to $5,000. You know what I'm saying, with a smaller crowd. So yeah, it's just different money. It's just different money. And if you build it up, man, yeah, you millionaire. You can be millionaires soon.
Right.
I think it's time. You had a question?
I did. I just want to say one thing before I hop off because I have to go. Okay, Chris.
I told Chris.
Chris.
How bad, y'all?
You can mute yourself if you want to, chat.
Well, and then just disconnected. No, I just wanted to say very quickly, also to add to the point that you made before you all started talking about funds and things. A lot of times, like for the vision that you have, Malachai, it takes a lot of discipline, and a lot of people do not possess that characteristic. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm. That's why I said about hop off in a second. But yeah, no, I think a lot of people lack discipline. And to do something like this, you have to have a lot of discipline. You have to be ready at all times. You have to be you just got to be ready to sacrifice. And a lot of people aren't doing that, and a lot of people don't want to do that, and a lot of people are uncomfortable with doing that. And when you go to a South by Southwest, or even in South by Southwest, we were talking about potentially playing in like Vegas and things like that. But to play at a South by Southwest, or to play at a Vegas event, or a Miami takeover, things like that, you have to have a certain level of discipline and a certain sense of sacrifice. And a lot of people just don't possess that. And I'm not gonna lie, I love some of these people and go to death, but everybody can't move with us. Everybody can't eat at the table, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to eat, money or no money. I'm trying to eat because the opportunity to me is money. And so I just wanted to say that. But I also want to thank you, Malachai, before I get up off of here, because I'm just some girl from Southeast DC living her dreams. You know what I'm saying? For you to just to even believe in me, to see me, and to say, you know what, I want her on my team. I want her to be a part of this. I just thank you. I'm super duper grateful. Words can't even describe how amazing I feel, how amazing that felt. You said that you was about to cry. I literally was about to bust out tears on stage, and in my mind, I'm like, oh, girl, you got to be a bad bee. You got to be the baddest. Like, the baddest don't cry, girl. You got to get yourself together. But I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to everyone for even allowing me to, be myself on stage, because at the end, I kind of did like a little slick takeover. But, everyone was just kind of like, go ahead and do your thing. Yeah. So I just want to say thank you all for, just welcoming me, treating me like a little sister, you know what I'm saying, guiding me, giving me advice and things like that. And, it's only up from here, and I can't wait to see what we do. I am so incredibly grateful for everything that you all have done for me. And so with that being said, I got to get ready to go.
All good. Thank you so much.
And Chris got to get out of here.
We got. That's why I was just putting my clothes. That's why I stepped on. That's why I stepped on, because I had to put my clothes on. I was looking at the time and said, "Oh shit, I got to get that."
Are you in the play too, or you got to go for another reason?
Oh no!
I didn't know that.
Actually, literally, I just got the confirmation, so I am the
understudy
for Dorothy. Yes, thank you.
That's
so I'm trying to hurry up and get my lines together and all this other stuff. And I'm trying not to be late, because yesterday I showed up because I thought practice was at 7:30, and they told me no, girl, it's at 7. I said, oh. So now I'm trying to be on time and early.
Why Scooby don't even look like he
go ahead?
He's in his living room and shit. Like he didn't even left his house yet.
Production. So if I be late, I'm gonna tell him I was with Scooby.
That's a bad. That's a bad.
Hey,
he look like he just in the house. He look like he in the house.
Hey, look, low key, I got a break from rehearsal last week, and I blamed it on Scooby.
Oh, that's funny.
Thank
That's
you.
And
I'm
I
funny.
gonna get
gotta
out
go
of here
too. I
though.
don't gotta go do no
All right,
play.
see you, Josiah. Thank you for everything. We'll talk soon, okay?
Absolutely.
Peace,
All right.
sis.
We're going. All right.
Hey,
See you, Chris.
real
All
quick,
right.
real quick before I go, what Black
Yeah.
Boo was talking about, what Jata was talking about, is that's kind of the reason why the whole split with listen, the first split with listen kind of started.
Oh,
Is
for real?
we wanted to go to LA for All-Star weekend, but it wasn't paying no money. You know what I mean? They was gonna put us up, they was gonna pay for everything. And the front line wanted to go, and the back line was like, I'm not going all the way out there just to change scenery. And at the time, we were making 7,000, 7,500 at Amazon. So we would have had to miss that whole weekend, something like $20,000 to go out there and play for nothing. And which, looking back on it, I kind of see the gripe. But for me, somebody who looked at the opportunity as currency, I was like, man, what we waiting on? You know what I mean?
Right.
But like that, I'm
Right.
just speaking to that's what kind of I guess hinders us, so to speak. That complacency sets in with money that we do make, which is good money. I'm not complaining, but we can work a lot smarter and not harder. If we can get, if we working 300 times in the city, we can make just as much money or more working 100 times spreading around the country. You know what I mean?
Right. But there's what they call a dip before that happens. It doesn't just go like from the city
Nah,
to nationally. You gotta go, you know what I'm saying? Like take that hit first, take that sacrifice first before you can build it back up again. You know what I'm saying? So
like
that's the
like Black
part where
said,
everybody gets
that merch and them CDs, you making money when you ain't even on stage. You know what I mean? That's where the money come in for real.
Yep.
So
Yep.
It's crazy. It's crazy you say that, School, because me and Black Boo was talking, and a few of the musicians, Pete, and I was basically saying that I was like, man, like that whole experience changed my outlook on go-go in a sense, because I think like to do stuff like that, and to like know that we play every week, and like I was telling Boo, I think the problem is with go-go, not to say like that we're scared to leave the every week money, to opposed to going to work on productions or doing something that's going to put us in a better situation. Because I'm saying, like, it'll take, like, if we was to do that, let's just say we take this on the road, we go to 2 or 3, 4 states or some shit like that. That would take a lot of you gigs.
He was on something too. He was on to something. He was killing it.
But you know
I
what?
know, right?
Oh, he back.
Oh yeah. All right, Chris, finish what you were saying, because you
No,
were on it.
I was saying that would take us to lose out every week money, because Scooby gigs every week, Stomp gigs every week. You know what I'm saying? I gig every week, Robert gigs every week, and so on and so forth. So it's like if we're gonna have to get that up to go do something for a bigger, you know what I'm saying, for a bigger situation. You know what I'm saying? But I just think if everybody mind framing go-go was to think like, let's start working on productions and ways we can get the music out outside of the Chitlin circuit. I call it the Chitlin circuit because it's local. But I'm just saying, I think we need to like work on like productions, and like so that we can move forward and take this music everywhere.
Well, Chris, I think you need to send me some of them songs you let me hear in advance so we can start working on production. Daggone it.
Hey, let me say this before I get out of here, because I gotta go get changed. But just the fact that Chris, who I consider part of a younger generation than all of us, just the fact that he said the show changed his outlook on go-go. The whole trip was a success for me. We could have had 2 people in the audience, but just the fact that somebody in the younger generation of go-go changed that outlook on how we need to get the music out of here in the future, the whole trip was worth it for me, man. So
absolutely,
thank y'all. Thank each and every one of y'all that participated. Thank you, Malachai, for putting it together. Thank you, Stomp, for making us sound good, man. That was awesome, man. The way you put the set list together. But I
man, it was great.
Man. I love y'all, bro.
All right, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
I gotta go too, man. I love y'all, man.
Love you too.
All right, see you, Chris. All right, Stomp, you gotta talk because you ain't been here the whole time, mother.
But I'm about to dip too, man.
Okay.
First I want to say,
that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, Rez, you know how much I love you, man, and how much I rock with your vision. Stomp Dogg, I finally got a chance to be in a band with you, dog. I'm so excited about that, Joe.
I was too.
I love you. Yeah, and Stomp, you put a lot of work into this, dog, and so
He
it
did.
was just
He
dope, man.
did.
It was dope. But you already know Malachi and Stomp. Whatever y'all need me, whatever y'all need me for, in whatever capacity, I'm here, dog.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate
All
you.
right,
Thank you.
talk to y'all later.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Peace.
So Stomp, because you were late as shit. Maybe Stomp G's having a problem with his internet or something. So hopefully he'll jump on here soon. Light
Okay.
skin Stomp. You stupid. What like other than being out of town, like what was different about this show to you?
The bands. It wasn't about no one band. With this, it wasn't about no saying one band. It was about unity, and that's what I got from it. From the when we got off the plane. Well, when we got to BWI Airport, Rapper said, where's G at? And then I said, oh, they're at the bar. Man, I'm going to the bar then. So they went to the bar. G, Steve, Rapper at the bar. They sipping, talking, chilling. Like that was like,
Wait a minute. This was before you left to
yes,
fly. Okay,
yes.
I want everybody to understand that the plane left at 6:15 a.m. So
And they was at
they
the
were
bar.
at the bar.
Yes,
Just put
yes.
that in context.
So
And I got a question for you real quick before you go further. Who put you up to telling me that nobody was there yet 15 minutes
nobody,
before the plane?
nobody. I was just doing that
I was
because I knew you was going. I said, Red's gonna cuss. He gonna turn saying Red. I said,
I figured Black Boo put you up to it, but
nah,
no, this
it was me.
nah, because this is the thing. I already know that if it was 15 minutes before the plane was supposed to be gone, like leaving, and if nobody was there, Black Boo would have called me, Jachai would have called me, like I would have. So I'm like, yeah, stop you bullshit. I was like, I smell a joke. I smell a joke. Then I just went back to sleep.
Yeah, nah, it was
It
it
was
was it was
3 o'clock
fun
in
though,
the
man.
morning.
Just seeing everybody talk, everybody like collaborating. You know what I'm saying? Who on what's that? Stop. What's that I'm on? What I'm doing? Me let them know. Okay, then they go get whoever they on the set with, and they start talking about what they was going to do and how they was going to do it. Like that right there showed me a different level. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Of accountability from the front line faces. And like that was so dope to me because it was like everybody came together as in one. So that's what made it big for me.
Right. And so I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed from the crowd that G and Scooby, the whole like when like G was looking at two sets, Scooby was on set a stage, but basically they were just in the front, just videoing the whole thing, just like fanning out, like they were just fans. It was crazy, dude. That shit was amazing.
Yeah, the stuff like the things that Saint G said to me, like it meant so much coming from him. And he walked up to me, he was like, Lord Larry, yeah, you put this band together. This band sound good. He said, man,
Yeah.
y'all sound good. He said, man, he said, I can't stop dancing and recording because y'all sound so good. He was like,
Yep.
just like the energy that y'all putting off is like crazy. And he was
Yep.
like, man, I can't wait until I get up, man, because man, I'm ready. And then for us
Yeah.
to stop, the show was over. He's like,
Yep.
y'all, man, look, man, I'm trying to play. Like he wanted to play some more.
Yeah.
Normally when the show is over, man, G, but back door, he going home. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's the
G
opposite.
ready to
If
go.
rapper wants to play all night, G's ready to go. Yeah.
Right. So like this
Yeah.
time, G was just more like he was just ready to go for more. And then like the end of the
Uh-oh. I don't know what happened.
somebody tried to call
Let's
me.
see.
Somebody tried to call me.
Oh, okay. All right. You said that.
So I
What
bet,
was?
I bet at the end of the show, it was a We Are World moment. That's how I looked at it.
We are the world. Yeah.
When like everybody up there, everybody passing the mic, everybody cheering everybody on. You know what I'm saying? It was just man, and it wasn't like, nah, y'all the youngest, we the OGs. It was like we a family. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Everybody looked out for everybody. Even us up at the hotel on like Tuesday night. We stayed in the lobby till almost like 5, 4, 5 up in the morning.
eating, talking, just because I left and went and bought food for Herb. I was like, I said, yeah, I'll be right back. I went and just found food, man. I went and just found food. It came back, man. We sitting there
Of
waiting
course,
to see G
of
eating.
course, you went and found food. That's
That's
Stomp's
what I
favorite
do.
thing to
That's
do
what
in
I
life
do.
is go
That's what I
find
do.
food.
That's what I. But nah, man, it was just for me, man. I just love it, man. I can't wait to start working up on next year because it's a few things that saying I'm going to change for saying next year just to make it
Yep,
better. On
yep,
like my part as far as like the saying band side, there's a few things that I'm gonna put in place for like the actual frontline folks. Then something that said me and you already talked about. I'm not gonna drop that yet. We're gonna let that be more of like a surprise, I think. Um, but yeah, man, I'm really anxious for next year because now we know what we know.
yep, yep.
I think we can
Absolutely.
move and do a lot more and do it. Like now we already know, so we can. So me and you can already be on the phone. All right, Stomp, you're gonna do woo woo woo. I'm gonna do woo woo woo,
Yep,
and we just knocking
yep,
out everything. Whereas though we not trying like do everything like last minute. 'Cause it was so much stuff
yep,
going on, and you
yep.
ain't know, and I ain't know. So we was kind of learning off the fly.
Yep,
You know what I'm
yep.
saying?
So yeah, it was difficult dealing with South by, but now that I kind of got the rhythm down a little bit, like it should be a little smoother this year. But even still, I mean, even with it being as difficult as it was and as expensive as it was, it still was fucking amazing. You know
Yeah,
what
man.
I'm
And all I kept saying was, "All right, Stomp, you can't drop the ball. Riz is counting on you. Can't get the ball because I know if I don't do right, he gonna let my ass have it. When I call him,
saying?
he gonna let my ass have it. And then
Yeah.
when I seen you, your said face was serious. I said, "Oh, I think I fucked up." Then you said,
Nah.
then you see, you came all over. Like I can never tell what you gonna say. And we walked to him, and you was serious, and said you was like, "Y'all fuck this place." I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, yeah, because I couldn't tell what you was going to say. I couldn't tell what you was going. It was just, man, that was like so dope, man. I just couldn't. And it's like, Lil Saint Chris was down there with us. He was really engaged with us. Asking us questions and stuff about like the different songs from like back in the day, and I mean, it was a really good time, man. Everything was just fun, man. It was just fun, man. Like it wasn't no saying attitudes. It wasn't no prima donna stuff. Like everybody on the trip was saying stars in
Yep.
their own way.
Yep.
Scooby is definitely runs right now. Robert got the crank, the bounce beat. Chris got sent all the same youngins. G got sent back out on a whole different level. Steve got still
Uh-huh.
for me moving. You know what I'm saying? Everybody moving. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was moving, but it was the all togetherness, and like
Yep.
we showed that, and that was my highlight. I'm gonna keep saying it, like just us being together as one on saying one accord. Everybody was moving to the same beat. It wasn't nobody
Yep.
like, well, I'm going this way, y'all go that way. Nah, man, we was all eating together. We was walking together. Ain't nobody stray off. It was just,
Yeah, man.
everything me and you percent paid for didn't happen. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Because like everybody wanted to be around everybody. Even I was
Right.
shocked when G pulled up at the sound check before anybody. I was like,
Right.
okay.
Right.
and then he sat there the whole time chilling, just chilling. He wasn't pouting. He wasn't mad because stuff wasn't ready. He wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He was just chilling. He's like,
So let me
over
let
there,
me ask you a
where they put it
question.
on,
What
Larry?
let me ask you a question. What how did this or did this, and if so, how did it change your perspective on what go-go could be versus what it is?
Um, it changed my mindset seeing the people because they wasn't us. And the way that they gravitated to us, dancing, and the people, it was a whole balcony full of people upstairs, up on the left side up top. When we started playing, they all came downstairs and started partying.
Mhm.
And then when like we stopped, they started clapping and screaming. I'm like,
It's
okay,
so funny that you're so
okay.
not used to that, and nobody was used to that. It's funny as shit.
Cause like you gotta think, Riz, we play at the Power, the Aqua, the Five Sisters, the 5055, Fast Eddies, the Shock Bar,
Hmm. Yep.
Martinis. Ain't nobody in there clapping for us.
I know.
Look, you play, you crank, you sweating, you go hard, you stop. All right, man, I'm going to the sandbar, man. I'm about to go outside and smoke. You know what I'm saying? That's what we used
Yeah,
to. But for us to
yeah,
stop after we crank so hard and we stop and they clap and they screaming and they cheering, I'm like, okay, we all right. We a-okay. So that was super
right,
dope for me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And like I caught a little bit of what St. Chris was was saying about like everybody playing every week.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's about believing in yourself. It's about faith. You know what I'm saying? I
Got to
had to
take
get
it to church,
myself
huh?
right, huh? So I had to get myself out of because for a long time I wouldn't go out of town. I wouldn't take gigs out of town unless it was like Northeast or Raw Image or the mixed band. I wouldn't go out of town with nobody. I wouldn't leave. But then as I got older, I'm like, you know what? I got stuff on the face. I started doing with like Carl Thomas and Jagged. I started doing other stuff. And I'm like, hmm, if Gogo was here, this would be dope. But then you were showing me like how the stuff that's saying you have shown me over the years have shown me that that's where we can be to. I mean, that's where we can move to if we all believe, if we all
Mm-hmm.
put necessary energy into that. So I
Yep.
think that and I understand what St. Chris is because I was there at one point playing 7 nights a week. I remember that money. That was some good money, especially when saying you didn't like me. I didn't have nothing. Nothing.
Right.
And when said Northeast broke up, man, I was like, what am I gonna do? Because I ain't know nothing. All I knew was
Right.
Northeast. I ain't know
Right.
about no job. I ain't know about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like so I get it. You know what I'm saying? I said I never knock nobody who play go 100% and that's all they do because I know because I've been there before. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been there before. All I can do is say, look, some days it get a little crazy, and COVID should have showed a lot of people like I need something else.
Well, that's why that COVID. That's when I started my label because I was like, okay, I can't have because I had a record label. I mean, I'm sorry, I had a booking agency. I still have a booking
Right.
agency, and I had Gogotalx, which is an advertising platform for live shows. So I had two sources of income, both of which were tied to live music. And so at that point, when COVID happened, I was like, okay, I can't do this. I got to set something else up. And obviously, I already had the label before the Mambo Sauce was on, and I just wanted to be successful at that. So yeah, so same thing you're saying. Like you just got to learn how to adapt to
Yeah.
to the circumstances.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I don't think just so you know, I don't think Chris was because you just came in on the tail end of it. Chris wasn't saying that as though that's what he agrees with. He was saying just explaining that that's the fact and saying that we need to like be more flexible than that, and we need to be able to
Right.
like understand that in order to get this outside of here, like it's going to take some sacrifice. So he
Yeah.
was agreeing with us, not like he
Oh no
wasn't
no
saying
no.
that.
And that's
Yeah,
no. I was just saying like it's all about faith. And like
yeah,
me, I'm a big man of faith because I done been in some crazy situations and all I had was faith. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
during COVID, I almost died during saying COVID. And like at
yeah,
that point, I had to have faith that I was gonna come through and be all right.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And like so, like certain things that saying we all go through, being saying locked up, like saying your life is in somebody else's hands. So you gotta
yeah.
have that faith that saying they gonna see you for who you are and not the crime that you committed. So
Right.
anything you
You about
saying
to get
do
real deep, Stomp.
no. I'm just saying anything you do in life requires you to have faith.
Right,
Just like you. But saying you said I'm leaving DC and I'm moving to Cali, that was faith. You ain't have a plan like, okay, I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna start this label, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna rub elbows with all these big people, and I'm a no, you just say, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And you hopped up and you boogied. Now look
yep,
at you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna go
yeah,
deep. I mean, odds you booking, what kind of odds you booking, but I mean, you do pretty well for yourself doing what you do.
I'm
But
not
saying you,
complaining.
but you did that on faith though. That was just you just saying, you know what?
Hmm.
I know where I gotta be to make me be where I want to be in life.
Right,
It's
yep.
been real. It's been real. DC deuces. I'll definitely reach back, and I'm gonna put shows on, help y'all get to these other spots that I want to put y'all in, and it's gonna be good. But it's just the point. Sometimes you gotta hop out up on faith and just go.
Yep. 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 Well, look, man. I said it before you got on, but I want to make sure that everybody knows that I could not have done this without you, bro. Like you were such a help, like in terms of getting the band together, doing the hotels and the flights and everything. I literally could not have done it without you because the South by Southwest part was so difficult to maneuver through. You know what I'm saying? And just securing all the front line members and all that stuff. So the fact
Yeah.
that you were able to put the band together and then sort of like just run it, and then you know what I'm saying. Like I said, man, I just couldn't have done it without you, and I appreciate it more than I can say. So, all right, well, you just hung up on me while I was giving you your flowers, but it's all good. I guess, I guess G never got his internet thing worked out, but it was great to have everybody else, and thank you, light skin Stomp, even though you kind of look more brown skin on this
I appreciate
video,
you.
but it's all good.
Like I say, next year it is going down. Next year we're gonna do it
Yep.
bigger. We're gonna do it even better.
Yep.
So y'all just look. Y'all stay tuned, man. We got a lot about to happen for next year, South by South. Listen to me. The idea that I call Reds
Stomp. It is called Stomp. I mean, it's called South by Southwest.
Okay,
You
I'm
keep
sorry.
calling it South by South.
Look,
South by Southwest.
listen to me. The same way it's called Southeast, but I say Southeast. Same thing.
You can say South by Southwest, but you just
Okay.
got to put the West on it.
Listen to me. South by Southwest, but I'm still from Southeast.
That's what's up.
So next year, man, me and Reds was talking, and I had a crazy idea. And one thing about Reds, he always
Don't
down
say
with crazy ideas.
I am, but don't tell anybody what it is.
No, I'm not.
Secret.
So next year we're gonna do something crazy, along with the big show. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
And definitely got y'all. And y'all, everybody trying to call me. I don't know why, but y'all just stay tuned, man. And next year we got y'all. I promise y'all, man. It's gonna be dope. A dope show. It's an even doper show. I promise y'all that.
Yeah. And I guess we're gonna start a new festival called South by Southeast.
Yes.
And you will be running the festival, Stomp, and it'll be at the
man.
big chair, and everybody has to perform on the actual chair.
No.
So yeah, we're gonna make
let's do it. Let's do it at the let's do it at the highlight of DC.
What's that?
You already know. I ain't gonna say it though, but you know what I'm talking about. A place where everybody go and shoot their videos at.
Oh yeah.
You already know. I ain't gonna say it though, but you already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like the most cliche place to shoot a video ever, but you kind of have to do it. So, Dig Dug was on here. That's what's up. What's up, Mike? What's up, Beezy? Party Mode Live, Go Junkie Love Network, that's still Black Zionist, Mike Bro Parks, Tamiko, Clyde, Ellis Rao, Fernando. Sorry, I wasn't. Hey, Rita, and Renzi. So yeah, I wasn't giving shout outs while we were doing it, but thank you to everybody for tuning in. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, thank you again, Stomp. We'll start working on next year right away and start working on just moving this shit out to other places in as many ways as we can. So thank you for joining us from your place of employment there, Lil Larry. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
All right, y'all.